Hey gang, it's JC and this is the Daily Dose for Monday, May 16th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Some great television history up there in the archives. And of course, eye candy right below what you're looking at right now. We have another good one today. Thanks to everybody who listened last week on the Big 550 KTRS to the 27th anniversary celebration with all the old highlights. I'm already hearing from people who are complaining because I didn't play some favorite bit that they expected to hear. You wouldn't believe the stuff I had to, put a line through just because the time constrictions. I mean, when you're taking, Robin Williams and Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg and people like that and saying we don't have time to put those things on the air, well, you get some idea for what, how difficult those decisions are sometimes, what to leave in, what to leave out. And it's just crazy. But we did a best job as we could last week, and now everything's back to normal from 10 until 1 every day on the Big 550 KTRS. I want to say first and foremost, congratulations to my oldest daughter, Addison Clark Corcoran, who graduated high school last night. Congratulations, honey. Very, very proud of you. And I want to say hi to everybody who hung out with the Joni's Pizza down in Soulard on Saturday night. A bunch of our old radio pals from days gone by, all together there to hear Zero Friction with John Stiles and a guy who did a lot of behind-the-scenes work for us in the old KSD days, Mark Dickinson. They got a great little two-person band there called Zero Friction, and they were playing, and they just sounded fantastic at Joni's the other night, so we had a good time. It was just great to see everybody. Hi, Judy. Hi, Don. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Kim, Tom, John, everybody. It was just a great time seeing everybody out there. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get very, very irritated by the play of our St. Louis Cardinals. This is really becoming frustrating, and the fact that they lost 3 over the weekend to the Cincinnati Reds makes it even more bitter of a pill to swallow. And then we have to cap the whole thing with a shouting match that looked like it was going to turn into a brawl. Look, we have no defense, we have no bullpen, and until they can get that stuff fixed, we're going to have a rough summer, folks. You have Lance Berkman, who I'm very, very pleased with in terms of his offense. He's not terribly defensively, but look, Lance is playing in too shallow. He's playing in shallow because he has no arm, and he knows it. But the ball is getting hit over his head, and he can't catch up to it. You have, the Cardinals are 15th out of 16 teams in defense. Ryan Theriot has got to be better at shortstop. I'm a little disappointed. I like the guy, but I'm disappointed. Tyler Green needs to go back to the minor leagues and get some more ground balls. Okay, he's not ready to play infield on the major league level. You have rundowns. The ball's being thrown all over the field. Rundown's supposed to be 1 or 2 throws. We're throwing the ball all over the place. Albert is tagging guys out at third base. He's the first baseman. He's tagging guys out at third. What's going on? Carp can't sacrifice the runner yesterday. You got guys taking extra bases. This is I'm not getting sloppy. It's been sloppy. And it's been like this for a while now. You don't win championships with bad defense and no bullpen. Somebody do something, okay? The fans here are very, very loyal. They fill the ballpark. They spend all their money on everything that is Cardinals, and they deserve a better team than what they're seeing out there this year. This is really, really getting sloppy and very, very irritating. And now you got Cordero, the reliever for Cincinnati yesterday, barking into the dugout. He's mad at Dave Duncan and especially at Gerald Laird. Albert gets hit. He puts his arm up, gets hit in the forearm. We're still waiting for details on that. They haven't even X-rayed it yet. I don't know what the hell is going on. Play better baseball, please. Fox Theater. Here's how bad the weekend news is on television in St. Louis. This is how bad the Kelly Jacksons and the Anthony Slaughters and all the stuff that's on the air on weekends is in town. People have trained themselves not to watch the news on weekends because it's awful, and you just want to pull your eyelashes out. So yesterday, of course, they have a situation where they had a fire at the Fox Theater. They had to cancel the Jersey Boys show. Not a tragedy in my book. I hate the Four Seasons. But everybody shows up at the theater yesterday. They don't get the news that the shows are called off. You know why? Because they have the news on. They don't watch the news. I can't say that I blame them. Oh, wait. But I got to go back to Cincinnati for a minute. Just in terms of ridicule. It's bad enough when you're swept. And this rivalry between the Cardinals and Cincinnati has gotten really intense over the last few years. And, Johnny Cueto might be a great pitcher, but he's still a big sissy for kicking. And you got Jason LaRue, could have played for another couple of years. He can't play. Chris Carpenter still got spike marks in his back from the pussy kicking there in the fight. So the Cincinnati Reds flagship station, WLW, is got everybody mad, and I think rightfully so. Tony La Russa, of course, out with the case of the shingles. So WLW, the radio station, creates a contest with a local roofing company, and the promotion said, Cardinals manager Tony La Russa has shingles, so we want to give you a chance to win some Tony La Russa shingles of your own, together with a roofing company. Hardy, har. Team was upset about the contest being in bad taste and the station failing to contact it in advance of putting it together. Well, you think? This isn't fun getting beaten and then ridiculed and taunted. The hell's going on? Tony, okay, so he's out. But Tony likes to sort of, he sees himself as sort of a badass, sort of a tough Sicilian. Okay, well, we're getting pushed around here, okay? So it ain't working anymore. I know you're sick, Tony, and I understand that, but this isn't the first time something like this has happened. We're getting pushed around. Things could be worse. You could be in the DVD business. Wholesale DVD revenue has crumbled for movie studios. DVD revenue from mail orders and stores and video kiosks and stuff like that down 43.9% in 1 year. Stats are down $4.47 billion in 2010 from $7.97 billion in 2009. Growing digital and streaming services from Netflix, as well as improving video-on-demand services from cable and satellite and various operators have taken a toll on the DVD business. Average titles pulled in less than half the revenue as compared to a year ago. And Blu-ray has turned out to be a big joke. I spent like $400 on a Blu-ray player thinking it was going to be the next big thing. Joke's on me. All right, let's talk about some of the things that you can watch on your television, and that includes Ashton Kutcher replacing Charlie Sheen. If Ashton Kutcher has ever been in a good movie, or if he's ever given a good performance, I've never seen it. I think he's a no-talent ass clown. But he got the job after Hugh Grant turned it down. Apparently they'd been in semi-serious conversations with Hugh Grant. That would have been something. That would have gotten everybody's attention. Charlie's base salary was $1.25 million an episode, but that was in addition to profits and things like that, his participation in the company. We'll see what Ashton Kutcher makes. Rumors are between $650,000 and $1 million an episode. Second time this month, Jesse James gets A-Hole of the Month award. Now he's saying that when Sandra Bullock used to make these wonderful speeches when she would get these, various awards like an Oscar and stuff like that, she would always dedicate it to Jesse James, her husband, because he had her back and all this sort of stuff. And he says now that she gave that speech all the time. I don't think she meant it. All right, this guy's losing it, folks. This guy is just... And then he says, I took full responsibility. I cheated on my wife, but guess what? So do millions of other men. Okay, Jesse, just keep racking up those popularity points. Our pal Jenna Fisher from right here in St. Louis. Pam from The Office is pregnant. This is going to be her first child. She's married to a guy named Lee Kirk. Her first husband, of course, was James Gunn, guy also from here in St. Louis, who made Slither. This week, the major networks will be unveiling their schedules for next season. NBC up first. They have a new show called Are You There, Vodka? It's Me, Chelsea, which is based loosely on the life of Chelsea Handler. A new sitcom with Amanda Peet, Free Agents with Hank Azaria, The Playboy Club. It's a drama about a Chicago Playboy Club set back in the 1960s. Sounds like they're trying to glom onto the whole Mad Men thing. Also, a new TV show called Smash with Deborah Messing and Catherine McPhee. It's supposed to be sort of like Glee for adults. Up All Night, sitcom with Christina Applegate, Will Arnett, and Maya Rudolph. I'll watch anything with those three people in it. And Whitney, a relationship comedy based on the stand-up comedy of Whitney Cummings. She's going to be one of the next big things here over the course of the next few years. The shows NBC is not bringing back include Outsourced, Law and Order Los Angeles, The Event, and The Chase. Big questions as to what's going to happen with Sunday Night Football, because I don't know if you're like me, I don't think there's going to be football until about October 1st. NBC says they do have some sort of a backup plan. Meanwhile, William Shatner is out of a job. Bleep, my dad says, has been canceled, as well as The Defenders and Mad Love. ABC cutting Brothers and Sisters, No Ordinary Family, and Mr. Sunshine with Matthew Perry, which gives him just enough time now to go back into rehab, which is what he has done. Katie Couric's last night anchoring the CBS Evening News will be Thursday. They'll rotate some other anchors until Scott Pelley takes over permanently on June 6th. Marlee Matlin is facing a $50,000 tax bill. So she has found out that life's two certainties are death and taxes. Oh boy. It was on this date in 1966. The Beach Boys released their masterpiece album Pet Sounds. You want to hear some great music? Get the Pet Sounds Sessions. It's available online, and it's basically all the outtakes and stuff like that. We used to play stuff like that, various songs, just the vocal tracks and stuff like that, and people lost their minds. The stuff is just great. Pet Sounds Sessions. If you're a Beach Boys fan, you got to check that out because it's great stuff. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. Well, as I said, congratulations to my daughter Addison, graduated high school yesterday. Over the weekend, Sheryl Crow gets an honorary degree from Mizzou, and so she shows up to get it. Got the pictures of her at a cap and gown. That's right below what you're looking at right now on Eye Candy. All right, so that's it. Back on the air now with we've got to come up with all new stuff instead of the lame old anniversary stuff. So we got to come up with new stuff. Trish and I will be there every day from 10 until 1 on the Big 550 KTRS. We hope you get a chance to listen and check out KTRS.com in addition to JCOnTheLine.com, which you're looking at right now. That's it. JC's Daily Dose for Monday, May 16th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. In the meantime, we beat this one to death. Whoops. See you later. Bye.